What I'm about to say is going to sound a little bit weird, but the very act of saving money could be silently making you poorer. You could be working hard, being responsible, and stacking up your money in a bank, and still you keep falling behind financially. Here's the truth, rockstars. If you're not investing, you're already losing. And that's why in this video, I'm going to share 6 critical reasons why you must invest, not someday, not tomorrow, but starting now. But first, there has to be a disclaimer because this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. But in today's uncertain global economy, it's crucial to do your own research, or as I've always recommended, to consult with a licensed advisor before making any investment related decision. In this video, I'm sharing 6 powerful reasons why you must invest to be rich. Now, this is a shortened version of a longer video available in my private member community. In that full video, I don't just talk about the importance of investing and the 6 reasons I'll mention here. I actually break down what to invest in, what I invest in, how each one works, and how I'm personally using them to build financial freedom. If you'd like to watch that full breakdown, just click the link in the description below. It's posted exclusively in my private membership space. So all that said, let's talk about what exactly is an investment. An investment is any asset or item that you can put money on or money into or time into, because investments don't need to be just about cash or money. And in doing so, you expect it to either generate income for you or increase in value over time. Some examples of an investment: real estate, bonds, and I'll explain these later on, stocks, investing in yourself, like getting higher education, a degree or a master's or a PhD. That's also considered an investment, as well as investing in a business or someone else's business. Now, to answer the question of why you should invest, I have listed 6 reasons here that have been important to me that I think you'll also find relatable. And the first reason on the list why I would recommend you invest is because there's only 2 ways to make money, despite what you may think or believe. The first way or method is to work for it. Either you work for yourself or you work for someone. And the second method is to invest and let your assets grow or make you money. If you're only working for yourself, which means you're only doing number 1, you're limiting your wealth potential. And I've talked about that so much. Investing gives you the ability to earn while you're not working, whether it's passive income because you have set something up and you're earning while you're sleeping or on vacation. But basically, when you invest, you stop trading time for money, so you don't have to show up all the time to be able to earn. Now, the second reason why I highly recommend that you start investing today is your ability to earn passive income. When you invest, your money works even when you don't, as I was alluding to just now. That's the power of passive income. Let's say you buy a small apartment and you rent it out. The tenant is going to pay you on a monthly basis a certain sum that's called your rent, and that's money that's going to come in whether you're working, sleeping, or on vacation, which is why it's passive. So you do the thing once up front and it will keep earning money for you. You might earn $500 or $1,000 per month in rent, depending on the property and the location, just by owning a particular asset. And the next reason why I encourage people to invest and why I also invest is because you're able to beat inflation. Now, inflation is considered a silent killer of wealth. Let me give you an example. 3 years ago, I could buy a bag of chicken that has 12 whole chicken in that bag for about 9,000 Jamaican dollars, or the equivalent of about $60. Today, that same bag of chicken is going for $15,000, which is the equivalent of $100. That's $40 more. And I'm not talking about a 10-year span. I'm talking about in the last 2 to 3 years. That is 66% inflation. What happens is your money is shrinking while prices are growing. Let's say you save $1,000 in the bank as an example, with an average inflation rate of 5%. In 10 years, you would actually need $1,500 to buy what $1,000 can buy today. Listen, if your savings aren't growing your money by more than the rate of inflation, your purchasing power is dying with time. Investing is one way of staying ahead. Now, the next reason why I invest and why I encourage you to invest is because you'll be able to make your money work for you. When you work a 9-to-5 job, which all of us or most of us have had to do, you actually have limits. You're basically trading time for money, meaning if you don't show up, you don't earn. If you call out sick, you're not getting paid. But investments, they don't sleep. They don't call in sick. They don't need permission to take vacation. When you invest, your money actually becomes your employee. That's how I like to look at it. And it's actually a good one as well. Let me give you a practical example.
Subscribe now.
Imagine that you invest in a small jerk chicken stall or a kiosk, depending on where you live, in a busy part of town. But this kiosk is operated by someone you know and trust. You're just putting some money in it and hoping that you get a return. You spend $1,000 as an example to help them set it up, and your agreement with this person is that 20% of the profits per month is going to come back to you. Now, while you're at work, the stall is selling and you're collecting cash. You didn't work a shift at that stall or at that kiosk, but you still were able to make money. Your money basically becomes your employee. Now, the next reason why I invest and why I encourage investment, and to me, this is a huge one, it is to leverage compound interest. And when I started YouTube, one of the rock stars there wrote in the comments that compound interest is said to be the 8th wonder of the world. As a matter of fact, I'll give you an example as to why I believe them. Let's say, as an example, my son is turning 18, or when he turned 18, I invested $1,000 in an instrument that pays 10% on an annual basis, and it's compounding monthly, which means basically that after a month, I'm going to get the interest. It's going to be added to the principal, and the next month, I'm going to get interest on both the first month's interest plus the original principal. So it's basically earning interest on top of interest. Let's say we put that $1,000 in and we completely forget about it. In 47 years, as an example, when my son gets to age 65, something prompts him to remember that his mother had put $1,000 in this fund where he benefited from compound interest. Do you know that at 65, that $1,000 turns into $107,826? Yeah. You remember we said we forgot about it, which means we didn't lift a finger after the first year. That's the power of compound interest. When you earn interest on top of interest. The longer you leave your money, when it comes to compound interest and investing, the faster it grows. It's like planting a tree that grows more and bear more fruits every single year without you having to plant new seeds. Now, the next reason why I invest and why I encourage persons to invest now is you simply make more money by investing, and it can open new doors or new opportunities for you to earn. You can earn from things like dividends, capital appreciation, business profits, asset sales, it's not just extra income. This can actually turn into, or these can actually become your main source of income over time.
Subscribe
now.
now.
Let's talk about who should invest, because investing is definitely not for everyone. If you have a reasonable risk appetite, then you can consider investing. But if you're one of those people who is going to panic when you hear the market is down or when something is happening that could potentially compromise your investments, you should probably stay away from it. Now, my rule of thumb when it comes to investing is simple. I never invest more than I can afford to lose. And if you follow that rule of thumb, you'll never lose everything you have. I recommend, if you are going to invest, to start small and then build confidence over time. And if you want to go deeper, don't forget to click the link in the description. Now, rockstars, here's the bottom line. If you want freedom, you have to invest. If you want wealth, you have to invest. If you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you have to invest. Whether it's investing your time to attract additional streams of income or investing your resources. Saving is just not enough anymore, especially in this unpredictable economy. Start with what you can, learn as you go, and build as you grow. And remember, you don't need a fortune to get started. What you need is a strategy, and you can get that free from the average investment advisor out there. Remember, I'm not one. So take what I'm sharing with you here with a grain of salt, because it's not investment advice. I'm just sharing based on my own experience. Until next time, walk good.
Rockstar Club, that's the place to be. Level up your life, come and grow with me. Mindset strong, we rise, we move. Big dreams.